this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Entering play call screen. College kick return.
The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
13. Branch return. Nesh.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Zid.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Suggestions.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Cover 2 man. Cover 2 man.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
Entering play call. Cover 2 man.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Spread.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's 1st down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Fans are bringing the noise is on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Outside zone.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Right.
Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Cheat flood.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line.
Cover 3 match.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He's got 48 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
To the ground with the back. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
Really nice run there. And this guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
He wants to go deep. He's got it. Into the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6
and this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
Goes.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Martin. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Short cross.
Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again.
Scott, Texas. Levels. Texas.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Smith. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a 1st down.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up 14 over Iowa. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Cover 2 hard flop, Tampa view. Man blitz. Song blitz 1.
Clemson ready to dial up small plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10.
2
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Can't get him to the ground. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the open.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you
turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger!
6 categories.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Inside zone.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air. But give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time. Being in position, making sure that thing fell into place.
Cover 3 matches selected.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Cover 3 doesn't catch.
There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Trying to pound their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Blitz, man blitz, LB blitz 0, zone blitz, zone blitz 3.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll start this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Categories.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past the nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
There are 11 categories. You have 17
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Running to the left. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give is to Smith. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, the momentum is swirling on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They boot it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position from the offense.
Blitz, cover to zone, tempo sign pressure.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Tempo sign cover to contain, tempo to drop.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Spread.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Penn State! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 35 over Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Cover to man. Blitz, zone blitz 3. Corner blitz 2.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds space on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a big sack by this defense. And I'll tell you what, you talk to defensive coordinators all across the country. They don't care about yards anymore. When you start to get in the scoring area, give up threes. Don't give up touchdowns. Nice job by this defense. Giving up some yards, but bouncing back.
There are 3 categories.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Outside zone.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You have 42 options. Cover 2 invert is selected.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defense.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like...
Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes in between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Error 6. MTNY stick. Ohio.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Short cross.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rolls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Cover 3 Scott. Cover 3 Buzz and Catch. Cover 3 Cloud.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Cover 3 matches selected.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
Give cushion. Give cushion.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Fires to the right. Gets caught downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock. Interested in making it clear.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page. playing together. I love it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Cover 2 man.
Yeah, and I like this offense, keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limit.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Situational awareness is so important for quarterbacks. And you've got to know where you are on the field. On third down, you can't take a sack because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to at least come away with 3 points. But after racing around and scrambling, holding on to the football, you've now been sacked. You're now out of field goal range, back behind the 40-yard line. Bad decision by that QB.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from here.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is. We're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Go. Shot play.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
Corner.
Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Inside zone.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Got his man. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Punches it in to the hallelujah man for a touchdown.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 6 categories. There are 2 subcategories. Option is set to man coverage. 54 plays. You have 5 options. Man coverage is selected. Man cover. Man zone. Man 3G. Cover 2 man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Pass.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Entering post-game screen, you have 3 options. Stat. Return to HUD. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions.